Hi, I'm Stacy Shep, the creator of Mama Self Care. And I am just so excited because a week ago I launched this Facebook page, and at the time there were no followers, and as of now I think there's maybe close to 80 of you, and that's huge. And I just want to say from my heart, thank you all for trusting me and supporting me, and it really means a lot. Um, I've been having an awesome week tuning in myself to what my needs are in terms of self-care and questioning what does self-care actually mean. And everywhere I go now, moms are asking me, what is mama self-care? I'm excited and I want to know more, and how can I get involved? And so, as synchronicity would have it, I happened to, a week ago, as I was looking on Facebook to see if anyone had taken the name Mama Self Care, I happened upon a woman who was launching a new book. And her name is Suzi Lula, and her new book just came out this week called Motherhood Evolution. So I, of course, ordered it right away, and it came in the mail the other day, and I dove right in and I started reading it. And I allowed myself some time today to really take it in. And I just was blown away, and I thought, oh my goodness, this is exactly what I want to get out into the world. And so I contacted Suzi and I said, we're on the same path, and I want to get the word out about your book, and I hope that we can somehow collaborate with each other. And so I love it. Suzi talks about self-care equals inner care, and that's exactly the message that I'm hoping to get through to mothers. Um, just from what I've learned in my own personal journey, um, I became a mother almost 3.5 years ago, and I must say that for the first year, I didn't know the definition of self-care at all. Self-care did not exist. And that means inner care, outer care, doesn't matter. I think I maybe got a massage once. I did some Pilates classes, and I did a mother's group. I did things, but sleeping when the baby slept, maybe. My husband and I don't know, it was rocky. I was a little concerned about our marriage. And then about when my son was just over, I think it was 2 years old, I found some tools that started helping me focus on my inner care. And I've been really in this space of doing a deep dive, trying to figure out what is missing in this motherhood thing. Why do I feel so depleted? Why do I feel so just tired and anxious, and, you know, most of the time? And I realized that it comes from self-love, and if I'm not coming from that place, then my family will suffer, and I will not be, quote, a good mother. And as Suzi puts it, I love it. We shouldn't be striving to be good mothers. We should be striving to be fulfilled mothers. And that's exactly what my goal is. And I am really hoping that through sharing things like Suzi's book, which I highly recommend you go check it out. She's giving away some free gifts, and I'm excited. She has a webinar coming up next Friday, the 14th. If you buy the book, you can be part of the webinar. And she's also got a free guided meditation, which I'm looking forward to trying. So, yeah, it's really exciting, this evolution that's happening, I think, as mothers start to look inside of themselves and really question what's going on. And, you know, who were you before you became a mother? And who are you now? And how are they connected? And how are they different? And what can you give to yourself that will help you be a better mother and a better person? That's not to say that self-care in the traditional sense of getting a massage, going to the chiropractor, going for a facial, getting a manicure, those are all valid, and I am so guilty of not doing those things. And I must say that now that I've allowed myself to do those things, I feel so much more in tune with my own body than I did before. And, deciding that it's time to let go of the pain in my back and to evolve beyond that and working through that. And the question is, as Suzi mentions in her book, when you do those acts of self-care, what do you feel? What do you feel after you do that? When you go for a jog, do you feel invigorated? And do you notice that there's a change in the relationship with your partner, with your children, with yourself? Is your day completely different than if you hadn't? For me, it's getting to bed at 10 p.m. As I shared yesterday, I've learned that my cortisol and my hormones get really out of whack, and I'm really tired and pretty much useless and not a very nice person to be around when I'm sleep deprived. And I know that that's probably unavoidable in the first few years of your child's life, and but as they grow, and like me, I still wake up in the night myself. I have found that getting a good night's sleep is so critical to my well-being, and so I'm working on that. And one of those things is being asleep at 10 o'clock. And even if I wake up at 3 a.m., I find that I'm a completely different person the next day just because I went to sleep early. So I shared an article about that yesterday. I'd like to talk more about that. Those are the kind of things that I'm hoping to share with you, all the stuff that I'm learning as I'm on this journey myself. So I look forward to your input. Let's double this. Let's see if we can get to 200 followers of this page a week from now. If you would be so kind as to share this with your friends, and let's invite other mothers to come on board. And yes, I definitely give you a homework assignment, and that is to check out Suzi's book. And I recommend taking her advice and starting to integrate this into your life. So, blessings to you all. Tomorrow is the black new moon in the northern hemisphere, which means that it's the second new moon of September before we move into October. So we get a second round this month at setting our intentions, and my intention is to continue to grow this community and to share the tools that I have come to know and I'm learning from, and I hope that we can all become fulfilled mothers together. Have a beautiful day.